Hi, I'm David Jones, crop nuts independent agronomist, and for those of you who missed our trials day at Casima, this is a very quick tour of the wheat varieties. So, it's a fully replicated variety trial. Every plot, Quale for example, is somewhere randomised in here 3 times with fungicide, and there's a whole mirror image here where Quale, for example, opposite, has had no fungicide. So, this is Quale looking very clean, despite the fact it was launched in 1987, so it's had a good 32 years under its belt. It's very consistent, it's our control variety, but not the highest yielding. If we look at Robin, we know that Robin is very bad for stem rust, and if we look hard enough, there's a bit in these 2 plots, one of which we're pushing a bit harder, but there's the stem rust really building. Robin is a very consistent variety. It always seems to be 10 or 15% above Quale, but not the best quality. Hawk in its on its day is a very high yielding variety. Sometimes I think we've had up to 18% above Quale in the very best rainfall conditions, but on farm we tend to find it bombs when it's dry. It really is a fair weather variety, so not the most consistent at all, but it's a good quality red wheat. Corongo gets its fair share of stem rust now. It's really broken down, but a very high quality wheat, 2 or 3% above Quale, consistent, but it will sprout. If we look at some of the newer ones, so Aldo Baraka and Mavuno, these are really quite interesting because they have wonderful resistance to yellow rust, to stem rust. There is absolutely nothing in here, and I don't think we've actually seen stem rust in any of our trials. So these 2 are really clean, farmer-friendly varieties, but the yield is somewhere around or about where Quale is, so not the highest yielding, and unfortunately the grain quality, the bushel weight, has been very low in all, I think, 5 seasons we've been trialling this. These are some new Simit varieties, very good material, really interesting, good on stem rust, really nice quality, but you tend to find with these that not only do they get fusarium, but the sprouting risk is very high. Here's a few more. This is an interesting one, Kazuko. So this is one that's currently going through registration and seems to have what looks like a bit of Enduro 2 parentage on it. Very good. You'll never see any stem rust in this, certainly from what I've seen. And it's a very good quality red wheat that doesn't appear to sprout. So that's the future, really. Hopefully these ones. So again, good quality wheat. The yields are right up there, probably just ahead of Robin, and certainly one to look at growing in the future, maybe in a few years' time.